Kern was a Hungarian soldier who was wounded in the head during the First World War. The bullet passed through his brain and exited, depriving him of part of his frontal lobe. The consequences of this serious injury were surprising, as he never slept again and lived this way for 40 years, feeling no fatigue, to doctors' astonishment. Most of the world's major libraries have a restricted room called Hell. It contains works considered sensitive and immoral, which cannot be consulted by all visitors. For example, the Hell of the French National Library contains a drawing covered with Salvador Dali's sperm. In some public toilets, concert halls or nightclubs, the light used for lighting is blue. There is a practical reason for this. Blue neon lights are used to prevent drug addicts from injecting themselves, as this makes it very difficult to distinguish the veins. In frogs, the eyes are not only used for vision, but also for feeding. Since they are not able to swallow, their eyes will go into their heads and push food into their mouth cavity to swallow food more easily. This is why you can see the frogs blink when they swallow something. The Pixar Animation Studio has a habit of revealing a clue in each film about one of its upcoming productions. For example, in Monsters, Inc., the little girl Boo hands a clownfish to the monster Sully, a fish that will be the main character in Finding Nemo. In Finding Nemo, the dentist has a comic book, The Incredibles. In The Incredibles, the scene at the beginning shows a villain who looks strangely like a French mime who will be the bad guy in Ratatouille. In Ratatouille, in a scene where the rat flees, we see the shadow of the dog Doug from Up. The 52 card decks are based on the Gregorian calendar. There are 4 suits for the 4 seasons of the year, 12 figures for the 12 months, 52 cards for the 52 weeks, and the sum of all the points in a 52 card deck plus the Joker is 365 for the 365 days of the year. Although he is best known for his discoveries in physics, Isaac Newton is also the inventor of the cat flap. While he was working on light, he needed darkness and therefore needed to lock himself in, which was incompatible with the moods of his cat, who loved to go in and out. He then made a hole in the door and fitted it with a wicket door for the comfort of his favorite animal. The shape of McDonald's Chicken McNugget is not as random as one might think, but perfectly calibrated. There are 4 different shapes: boot, ball, bell and bone. The reason why they are all a standard shape and size is to ensure consistent cooking times for food safety in all McDonald's restaurants. In 1965, 2 American inventors came up with the idea of patenting a machine to help mothers give birth. If the intention is praiseworthy, the technique is astonishing. The woman is placed on a table rotating at high speed, which, thanks to centrifugal force, helps the baby to come out. A safety net is provided to prevent accidents when the baby comes out. To date, it seems that nobody has yet tried this experiment. Before the invention of the refrigerator, milk was preserved in certain regions of Russia and Finland thanks to a local frog put directly into the milk. Although it may seem incongruous, this process has a scientific explanation. The frog secretes minute quantities of peptides, which act as a powerful antibiotic, preventing the milk from turning.